We just prayed and God has answered our prayers.
It took almost 6 months, but Cleveland police finally think they know who murdered 5 people on the city's east side last November. An arrest was announced late this afternoon.
Something the families have been waiting for, Chris. The shooting leaves 2 children without a mother and neighbors without a sense of security. News Channel 5's Frank Wiley begins our team coverage in the neighborhood where this all happened, Frank, months ago.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Hope, it's a recurring theme right here in this neighborhood. Hundreds of tips have come in over the last 6 months. Police say there's still a lot that they don't know, and there's a lot they're not saying. Trouble stretches as far as the eye can see on the same block that's wrapped in violence. This is the view from a school where stuffed animals double as comforter and death marker.
You know, the people that are left behind are the most vulnerable.
A 6-month journey is one step closer, and for a moment, some say it's safe to walk outside.
They got to get better than this.
Shakita King's 2 kids aren't far in age from the 9-year-old girl who was shot in the chest. Minutes later, that girl's mom, Sharita Johnson, and her unborn son were killed. Police called it heinous. Neighbors who are used to it call it this.
It's part of life.
A gunman last November shot and killed 3 others inside this house, 2 men and a 17-year-old girl. Then today, an arrest.
It's just crazy. I don't even want to be around here no more, but I ain't got no other choice.
It's what makes people feel helpless. Police won't share the name or age of the man they arrested on Cleveland's west side, though they say he spared a toddler in Johnson's back seat. And so the same spot that marks more deaths marks life. Some insist hope is among the living. By the way, police told me they expect charges to come down within the next 48 hours. And you know, a lot can really change in the course of 6 months. Some of the homes in this neighborhood have come down. My colleague John Kosick has been covering the story from the very beginning. You spoke with loved ones today.
Yeah, for the family of 60-year-old Lemon Bryant, this is the day they've been waiting half a year for. Police are telling them very little at this point. They don't know who did it. They just want to know why he did it. In the days following the quintuple homicide inside this East 92nd Street home, the family of one of the victims, 60-year-old Lemon Bryant, asked for but one thing: information.
Please help us find the person who did this. Please. None of them deserve this.
Tonight, they gathered at the home of Bryant's brother to celebrate an answered prayer.
That's all we just kept doing, praying that God would one day answer prayer and let somebody get arrested by just being patient and everything. He have truly answered the prayer today.
The past nearly 6 months have been at times unbearable. A pain eased with news of an arrest.
People have forgot about us. We're still hurting. I miss my uncle. I'm just happy.
Bryant was a father and grandfather, but also a son whose mother was living in Alabama at the time of his death. She just arrived here in Cleveland to learn of an arrest.
This is the best present that she can get for him, being Mother's Day. So we really truly thank, the homicide unit for everything that they did and how diligently they kept working at it and finally got somebody arrested.
Lemon Bryant's brother told me he knew it would take time, but he also knew whether it was through the reward or someone just eventually talking that they would make an arrest. They just, again, want to know why at this point. Reporting live in Cleveland, John Kosick, News Channel 5.